Chancellor Angela Merkel, Your Excellency, Mayor of Berlin, Klaus Wowereit, President and CEO of Berlin Messe, Raimund Hoss, Guten Abend, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a great pleasure and honor for me, together with Chancellor Angela Merkel, to open the International Tourismus Börse in this beautiful and historic city of Berlin. I would like to convey my sincere appreciation to Chancellor Merkel for inviting me to this prestigious event. And through you, I would like to thank the millions of Germans who have visited Indonesia over the years. I would also like to convey my appreciation to Raimund Hoss, President and CEO of Berlin Messe, for the excellent organization of tonight's Börse. Indonesia is privileged to be invited as this year's ITB partner. I hope through our participation, we will see more German and European visitors come to Indonesia. All of us have great stakes in a thriving tourism industry, which bring enormous benefit to local, national, and global economy. Tourism and international travel create over 285 million jobs worldwide. Tourism accounts for 9% of the world GDP, and it is a critical engine that drives investment and stimulates economic growth. Today, many parts of the developed and developing world are still struggling to recover from the ongoing economic difficulties. Still, the tourism industry has continued to grow strong. The World Tourism Organization reported that international tourism has increased by 4% in 2012 and reached 1 billion tourists. This growth is evident worldwide. In Indonesia, some 8 million international visitors came to visit last year. The income from the industry has reached $41 billion and has created around 9 million jobs. We are aiming to reach 10 million tourists by 2014, and I hope our friends here at ITB Berlin can help us achieve this target. Let me tell you why Indonesia is one great travel destination. Indonesia is perhaps the most diverse country in the world. We are a nation of 250 million people, coming from some 1,120 ethnic groups, speaking hundreds of dialects, who live across 3 time zones in the world's largest archipelago, consisting of over 17,000 islands. Yes, you heard it right, over 17,000 islands. Which is why I believe that while our nation is blessed with plenty of natural resources, the true riches of Indonesia lie in our people, in our tradition, folklores, and cultures. And although each and every one of them is different and unique, all our cultures have one thing in common. They are earth-loving cultures. They all pay tribute to the terrestrial environment that give them life, our forests and rivers, our mountains and seas, our blue skies and white beaches. This is the reason why Indonesians, like Germans, are strong believers in the challenge of climate change. By way of direct experience, we are convinced that climate change is real. It is not fake or imagined. Thus, we have been a progressive advocate for green growth and low carbon development paths. For the same reason, we have also become very proactive of our tropical rainforests, which serve as the lungs of our planet. Indonesia is situated right on the equator, so you can hop on a plane anytime and be spoiled by our warm weather and sunshine. And where should you go? Well, in the world of tourism, everybody knows Bali, known also as the islands of the god, and voted many times by several travel magazines as the world's best islands. Of course, I do not dare to dispute them, and Bali practically sells itself. I am obliged, however, to let you know as a tourist destination, Indonesia is a lot more than the islands of Bali. A lot more. Indeed, Indonesia is a microcosm of the universe that offers something for everybody. For those who wish to travel to the past and wish you were living in a scene from the Lord of the Rings, you might want to see the magnificent Borobudur, the largest and the most spectacular Buddhist temple in the world. It was built in the 8th century, and the civilization that built it was lost for several centuries until the temple was rediscovered under volcanic mud in 1814. For those who wish to see Jurassic Park, well, you can skip the movie and go directly to the Komodo Island, home of the Komodo dragon, a prehistoric reptile which has not changed since the dinosaurs era. You may want to come a little close to them, but do not play with them, because they might think you are their supper. For those who love the deep, diving or snorkeling, there are thousands of pristine spots to go to, such as Bunaken or Maluku. For those who are born to be wild and adore orangutans and wish to see endless rainforests, you might want to see the island of Borneo or Kalimantan with its unique river transportation system. For those who want to see paradise lost, you might want to check the breathtakingly beautiful Raja Ampat in Papua, said to be the closest thing on the earth to paradise. For those who wish to trek through a long stretch of volcanic mountains and giant lakes, you might want to go to Sumatra. For those who are crazy about food, you might want to sample rendang, beef simmered in coconut milk, lemongrass, galangal, garlic, and turmeric. Rendang was voted by readers of the CNN Go in 2011 as the yummiest food on the planet. You would not want to skip nasi goreng or fried rice and satay either. Surely they are all lekker. For those who cherish the achievement of humanity, you might want to experience our landmark designated by UNESCO as World Heritage Site, from the exotic temples of Borobudur and Prambanan to the Subak Ancient Water Management System in Bali, to the Sangiran Arrayment site. You might also be charmed by the craftsmanship of Keris, Batik, Angklung, Wayang Puppet Theater, and the dynamic Saman dance from Aceh. These treasures have all been selected by UNESCO as intangible cultural heritage of humanity. And for those who want to experience a more modern Indonesia, you can visit the bustling cities of Jakarta, Surabaya, Medan, and others. All in all, Indonesia is a complete destination, from family recreation to international conference, from water sport to volcanic mountain exploration, from traditional exotic kampung villages to modern shopping and entertainment centers in Indonesia's big cities, and many more. You may find it remarkable that the most diverse country in the world is also a tolerant and harmonious one. Yes, we still have to tackle the challenges of poverty. Yet in general, Indonesians live free and they live as one, just the way our ancestors did. While we have the largest Muslim population in the world, Indonesia is not an Islamic state. In fact, as a constitutional imperative, the Republic of Indonesia respects religious freedoms and has 5 state-sponsored religions: Islam, Christianity, Hindu, Buddhism, and Confucianism. Collectively, we celebrate Eid, Isra Mi'raj, Christmas, Easter, Nyepi, Waisak, Chinese New Year as our national holidays. Yes, that amounts to lots of national holidays, and I think there are very few countries that go to such level of religious tolerance. When you go to Indonesia, what you may find a little surprising is our traffic. But in a way, that is also a good sign. Indonesia is in the midst of rapid development. Smith Travel Research claims that Indonesia has become the country with the 3rd highest concentrations of hotel developments, just behind India and China. Indonesia has also become a top destination for foreign investment on tourism. Indeed, Indonesia is now the largest economy in Southeast Asia and with the largest middle class in the region. And last year, we recorded the 2nd highest economic growth in Asia after China. We have recently become a $1 trillion economy and a member of the G20, which is where I have the pleasure to meet Chancellor Merkel twice a year. Indonesia is also slated to within the top 10 world economy in the coming decades. I have been telling you good things about Indonesia, but as an honest salesman, I do have to warn you about something. So I warn you this: Indonesia can be addictive. One way or another, those who come to Indonesia usually get charmed, get hooked, and they come back again and again. This may happen to you, so please consider yourself warned. For those who are willing to take that risk, well, the good news is that Indonesia is very convenient for German and Western European tourists. Citizens of Schengen states can take advantage of our visa on arrival services. And our warm weather means that you can wear your shorts and sandal any time of the day. But contrary to what some may think, please do not wear your socks and sandals to offices or to weddings. So Chancellor Merkel, I am glad you are giving me only 15 minutes to speak, because when it comes to talking about my country, I can go on endlessly, and my staff usually do not dare to interrupt me. But I am under your good watch, and I hope you all get the basic message that you will be warmly welcome to visit Indonesia. And I do believe that your Indonesian experience will be a memorable and treasured one. Thank you. Terima kasih. Danke schön.